YouTube, and it's your girl Z, and I am back with another slapper rapper. All right. But okay, so today I'm finna be talking about all the right reasons not to go to right way auto. More like wrong way auto. Like if you could take a marker and you could do the reverse sign on your hand like this. Like if you were finna turn in, just turn around. Wrong way auto, okay? Let me tell you why. So today is my birthday. Happy birthday to me. 11/23. 1 + 1 + 2 + 3 = 7. That's the number of completion. 777, okay? But I got a car from there. My first car with a car note. And the car I got, I had put half down. Like off rip. So everything was cool. You know, it was only 101,000 miles on it. And hold on, let me show y'all a quick picture of me with the car. All happy.
Look at me and my baby Penelope. Oh, I miss you, girl.
Anyways, yeah, so it was all good. It was only 101,000 miles on the car. And like it looked good. The body looked good. The exterior and the interior looks very good. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, when it comes to cars, even though this is my first car, I always been the type like to keep cars clean. I like, you know, the steering wheels. I like being extra. I want the accessories, all the details with it. Okay, who just don't want no fluffy steering wheel? Fluffer ruffer. Grab it like this, like you doing a Thriller. But who just, you know, don't want their accessories? So, I took it upon myself to go get a car wash. The car wasn't even clean, but I went to go get a car wash, and I had to go get. Ugh. I'm sorry, y'all. I got a dog, and that's just so nasty. Hold on, commercial break, and I'm back. Okay, so took the car through the car wash. Then I went to go get the clothes. I had the paper bags, and I put it in the back of the trunk. So when I put the bags in the back of the trunk, by the time I got home, the bags were soaked with water. Like the whole trunk was wet. So I called Marcus the next day immediately. I emailed him, let him know what was going on. You know, I took my car through the car wash, and basically, you know, water is filling in my trunk. So my son's dad had looked up a couple of YouTube videos for me, and he basically told me that Kias, because I have a Kia, Kias are known for their trunks getting cracks in the lights, and within that crack, that's where the water would come in it. So like on these videos, they would show like a water hose spraying into the car, and like spraying, like just holding it against the car, and it'd be running right into the car. Matter of fact, let me show y'all a video right here.
After multiple times.
So you see how the water was going into the car. So I sent that video to Marcus and let him know, like, okay, I don't know, but y'all need to figure it out. I just got the car. I shouldn't be going through this. I put half down. You know, that money, I could have just bought a car versus leasing a car through you guys. And it took them forever to get a response. So some days later, I'm on the E-way. And I'm driving, and I noticed, like, okay, you know, the left lane is the passing lane. Skirt. So when I'm getting the passing lane, I realized that as I'm hitting the speed, I'm good until I get up to 85. It's like when I get up to 85, it kind of reset. Like the gears go from going all the way up to fourth gear, going all the way down. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and it pop all the way back up to 4. So the car would hesitate and stuff. So I called Marcus again. Still, like, the urgency with the situation wasn't how it should have been, especially for me just getting a car. Like, I could understand if I had this car for maybe even a month, a week, a couple days. I only had the car for a few hours. So that makes me concerned because it's like, okay, are you guys giving away faulty cars? Are you guys inspecting these vehicles before y'all sell them? Or are you just taking in these cars that people are, trading in and just automatically saying, okay, well, we're going to, sell this, put this up for sale? So the credit loan place who I went through, they contacted me and they had said that, because even though I put $5,000 down, the remaining balance, the bank basically what they do is they pay that remaining balance and you pay the bank back. And they asked me, like, was everything good with the car? Did they make any promises to me that they did not keep? I immediately had said, yes, they did, because I got a vehicle that was supposed to be working and it wasn't working. And I told them all of the details, like, within a comment section. And they gave me a call back. And I had explained to them, like, what was going on. So they said they're going to contact the dealer because they're not going to pay for any car that's not, working. So when they contacted the dealer, I don't know what was said, but they never contacted me back. And, I still had to make my payment. So I had paid my car note this month still, but I'm just like, okay, so what's going on? Because he had told me, he was like, I need you to come in so we could go over a few things before I send your car in. And next thing you know, because he said he needed my license plate because the license plate wasn't in the system. And they were doing basically they were going over all of the dealer plates that they had given out. Like the guy who comes in, he comes in at a certain time and yeah, it wasn't there. That don't make no sense though. How are you guys giving away cars that don't, and like dealer plates, and you're not keeping track of the information? So they finally called me like, okay, you can bring your car in, whoop-de-woo. And I'm like, okay, well, what is going to be done for me? Because I feel like if I'm paying, especially if I pay half down, I should not have to walk off the lot. I should not have to go off the lot with a lift. I should not have to do any of that. Pull off the lot stressing. I should at least have a loaner car. Like I said, it's only been a few hours. Y'all could at least give me a loaner car or something. He said I have to contact my manager and make sure that's something that we could do. They wound up saying yes. Everything was good. So I bring in the car and I tell them what was wrong. And I make sure I keep documentation of everything because you have to keep a paper trail. Because Michigan has a limit law. Basically, if you have, within your warranty time, if you have to bring your car in 4 times within your allotted warranty, then that is considered the limit law and you can get a lawsuit. So my warranty is for 2 years. If I have to bring my car in 4 times within that 2 years, that's the limit law. Okay? So I gave them the information they needed. They gave me a loaner car. The first one, it was a Ford Fusion. A little blue Ford Fusion. I wasn't complaining because, it could be worse. I could be, get on a bus or whatever. Why, I'm driving a Ford Fusion. I'm like, it just seemed like, it just don't seem, the car not driving right. I've been driving for a while. Even though I just got my license a couple months ago, I've been driving for a while now. The car was not driving right. Like, it was just like, it just seemed like a beater. Like, it had been ran down. So I get on the E-way, go home. Okay, cool. It was all right. Then I leave to get back on the E-way. Why? I had to make a sudden movement because it was a car parked in the middle of the E-way, like in my lane, but I couldn't really swerve in the other lane. I had to swerve this way because traffic, you could avoid objects, but you have to also make sure you're watching for traffic. And I moved. I had my son in the car and all that. And why the bottom piece, it was like a black piece had fell and the wheel bearing just seemed like it had got off. So you heard the wheels like every time the wheels spun. So I brought the car to them immediately. I called them, let them know I was on my way. And when I got there, why did that car, the engine wouldn't turn on? Like, the guy was finna go out there to see what was wrong with it. He's like, well, I just want to come out, to assess it so we can know what to tell, the mechanic when he get here. The engine would not turn on. That's your loaner car. So come to find out, Marcus tells me, well, the person, this was just loaned out to somebody else. The person who it was loaned out to, it was loaned out for 3 weeks. And they just dropped the keys on the table and they kind of hurried up and rushed out. Okay, so you didn't have it inspected, cleaned, you know, it's COVID-19 right now, or looked at for any possible exterior, you know, damage before you gave it to somebody else. So then you could try to possibly make the accusation that I was the one to blame for that. So they gave me a Mazda. The Mazda had dog hair in it. Matter of fact, I'm finna drop photos because I sent it to his email. It had dog hair all up in by the like the little gear shift. And it had dog hair all on the top of the dashboard. It had like, you know how if you would sneeze, all just, it looked like bodily fluids was on the where you could see like the odometer, like the gas hand. It was just nasty. Like I said, I'm gonna drop a couple photos for y'all. It's like somebody got chewed on the dashboard. It's hair all in the vents. Like, who want that blowing on them? No consideration to it being COVID-19. Y'all didn't even try to wipe the car down. Now look at this. Like, that's just so freaking disgusting. And y'all need to do a lot better. And I contacted them. I'm like, first of all, y'all didn't clean the car out. I have a child. Do you know that my child could have caught in COVID if the person previously had COVID? I could have caught COVID. Anybody who I was with could have caught COVID. Then on top of that, the headlight was out the car. I could have gotten a ticket because I didn't have a headlight and I'm driving around. Like, don't nobody want to have to go through that. No gas in neither of the cars, though. Like, when they give their cars out, they don't have no gas in it for real. So they gave me another car. And then the brakes on a Mazda. The brakes on a Mazda, it would not stop immediately. They gave me a van. Now, the van has been running. But do you know how much gas I'm spending each day? I spend almost $15 and $20 in gas each day. That adds up. And it's no way that I should have to pay that if I have my own car. Like, it's very frustrating. Like, anybody who puts their money towards anything that they want will be frustrated like me, because we work hard for what we want, and then when you finally get it, it seemed like you get knocked back down, and then it was not something you could control. That's like, and they don't have no sympathy to the situation. They don't have no sympathy. It's like they take it like a joke. I told them, like, what am I supposed to do? I don't have my car in my possession. I'm still paying car notes. But this is just to tell y'all, like, be careful who y'all get y'all vehicles from, because these people will try to run over you. And then I did have a male with me when I got my car. Like, my son's dad came with me because he knows about cars. And that didn't really make a difference in anything. Like, they still sell faulty cars. And then when I spoke with the representative, I'm not dropping no names, today, he basically told me, oh, you're not the only one. And then he tried to change it. I said, hold on, you're right. You're right. Catch what you just said before you try to continue what you're saying. I'm not the only one who goes through this. I'm not the only one who goes through this who purchased through y'all company. So something is not right. Something ain't right. And y'all just need to be careful, because these people, they money hungry. They'll do anything. And especially with us being females, they try to sit there and they underestimate us, undermine us. No, but you got to know what you're talking about. Make sure y'all reading these contracts before y'all get cars, because these people will have y'all signing and signing and signing and signing. And if you're not reading, you can't be mad at nobody, because you just signed. And like, I know we be very excited, especially coming from not having nothing, like, oh, I want a car. But make sure y'all read within the lines. They always say that. That's how basketball players used to get signed into contracts where they not making none of their money. But anyways, I have to tell y'all about my experience with Wrong Way Auto. And yeah, so just be careful, choose wisely where y'all get your cars. Do research. Make sure y'all looking up these VIN numbers and y'all looking to see how many accidents these cars been in, how many owners they had previously. If they came from like, because some of these cars, they come from like down south, like when the hurricanes happen and they have electrical problems and stuff like that. So whatever you do, just be cautious and courteous to everything. And yes, so I'll give y'all an update when I get the Kia back. I miss her so much. Her name is Penelope. Penelope. All right. But I thank y'all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to this video if you liked it, okay? And hit the bell so your notifications can be turned on for all of my videos, all right? Y'all know I be doing giveaways, all of that. I gotta take my hair down. Like I said, today my birthday. Like, when you a mom, that birthday stuff, you can still take care of yourself. But me and my son, we share the same birthday month, and I had other priorities to take care of. And like, I was dealing with this situation right here, so I didn't really find it a priority to prioritize my birthday. I mean, I got me a cake, and it felt good for everybody who said happy birthday to me, and thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody. But I'm finna do my own head. I think I'm finna go ahead and throw some knowledge braids in. I want to do some butterfly locks. Wow. But yeah, sorry y'all. Love y'all. Deuces. Bow, bow.